Relic Abyss in good order. That's part of why I make sure to give it a little bit of time during the ads while I fix these things. Now that can do with going down a little bit more based on what that's looking like on the meters. There we go. That looks a bit better. That should be good by all y'all, but if anybody feels that the audio isn't good, do let me know, and we'll get that sorted as we go. But this is Relic Abyss. This is another Bullet Heaven, Vampire Survivor style, etc. Whichever definition you want to use for this style of game type. It has a bit more plot surrounding it, from what I could tell. And it, of course, has quite its own pile of mechanics that we're gonna have to sift through as we go here. Or including, like, a whole stat breakdown and everything. That's gonna be a little bit of work for us to get our head around, but we'll be able to make it work. Something I saw on social media specifically for this one, because this is one of the two games that I had specifically in mind, and that I was hoping that would pop up in Next Fest. Actually, three, correct myself. Is Moon Sigil was one of the three. I just immediately took it out of the list because we already saw it. One of the three we're also not seeing today. We'll be seeing the third one out of the ones I had my eye on ahead of time on Friday, most likely. Is Tuesday's going to be multiplayer demos, and Thursday will also be a multiplayer demo. But the thing I was going to say that I saw in their social media is apparently their newest demo is not actually up yet. So this is a slightly older demo. Assuming that what I saw in social media is accurate, which, you know, that was only from a few minutes before stream started, and I didn't see an update for this, so I'm assuming that's the case. But we have two characters to choose from here at the start. We got Aaron and Relic, wandering swordsman on a quest to become stronger. The Abyss has attracted many powerful adventurers, and Relic, the warrior, was one of them. His playstyle strikes a balance between dealing a lot of damage and having sturdiness, though he lacks a bit in speed. Overall, he's a really good guy. He has Slash, Regeneration, Toughness, Battle Shout, Grit 1, and Frenzy. While Aaron is a human raised by an elven tribe in Feigned Realm, Aaron the Archer is all about swiftness and dexterity. Like an arrow, she can pierce through all of her enemies while wearing a proud smile. Keep your distance from enemies as she's pretty fragile. Her positivity is very contagious. She has Archery 1, Quick Draw 1, Swift Foot, Charge Shot 1, Trance 1, and Arrow Rain. And as you can see, their stats are wildly different, with Relic having 10 Strength and Aaron having 10 Dexterity as their primary stats, and then the whole line kind of shifts accordingly. So let's go ahead and give Aaron a shot here. Range is usually fairly nice in these style of games. There's going to be a bit of reading to do before we get anything going here as well. Oh, it looks like we actually might have a different opening, or it might just be because of the fact that I had done a test run already. It's all yours, Goddess. Thank you, Aaron. I'll bring them back now. Yoter, lend me a hand. As you wish, my Goddess. So yeah, it's treating it as I had died before, which I have, because I did a test run. What happened? Welcome back to the world of the living. Immaculate as always, my Goddess. I welcome thee, dear adventurer. I am grateful that you have come to participate in this grand ordeal. It is a task of the greatest importance for the survival of this world. A great evil lies beneath the depths of the abyss, the World Eater. Many worlds have fallen to this catastrophe, and it has now made its way here. Dear adventurer, will you venture down into the abyss to save this world? Thank you for reviving me. I'll do my best for you, Goddess. And there we go. For all that her cheer and everything is supposed to be so contagious, she looks pissed in her little sprite here. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a look of determination, but she just looks pissed at everything around her, and it's funny to me. Yeah, here's our stat breakdown again. Every time you level up, it'll open automatically. You can also have it auto-distribute points if you're not interested in such things. There's our inventory, because there's also gear to account for. Got a whole storage where you put, I'm assuming, extraneous gear, and then rewards that I presume are from doing challenges and such. But we take this little gondola here down into the abyss. Would you like to descend into the abyss? Yeah, you know what? That totally isn't a bad idea. First stop is the outer layer, which we can see that there's a pile of difficulty levels. Looks like 6 to 20 aren't in yet, but that's fine. That's still 5 difficulty levels to play with, even in a demo, which is pretty nice. Let's go. Now, you can optionally either aim automatically or you can aim manually. The manual aiming is based on where you're moving, though. So you can also activate mouse aiming. As you can see, when I click, I can actually engage mouse aiming. So you have 3 different aiming types in this, which is very nice. There's a lot of games in this little subgenre that force you to have one or the other, or only give you a couple choices. So the more choices you have, the happier I am, at the very least. So let's see, we got Titan's Rage, Charge Shot, and Quick Draw. I'm assuming things like Titan's Rage are more of like generic bonuses that you can use as attacks. And then the green ones are, of course, Aaron-specific ones. Let's go ahead and get some attack speed. And speaking of dexterity specifically is attack speed. Obviously, strength is physical damage. Vitality is health and regeneration. Agility is move speed and dodge chance. Intelligence is magic damage. Patience is cooldown reduction, which is interesting. And then luck increases crit chance, loot rarity chance, and the chance to spawn additional perks. So let's actually grab some luck. Luck seems like something I would want. Everyone can do with a little bit of luck in their lives, after all. I moved my cursor a little too soon. I thought it was going to fire, and then I was going to quickly snap to the next target. Now, it looks like we do have a finite amount of slots down there. We only have space for 5 bonuses, either active attacks or passive benefits. So that's worth keeping in mind. Moon Ornament. Summon a barrage of moon arrows that shoot down from the sky in an AoE. That does sound like fun. Certainly more fun than just move speed or health regeneration. Though I'm assuming, based on the staff it had, yep, it's gonna be magic damage. So that may be a slight complication there, but it'll be fine. Let's just raise our attack speed. The faster we attack, the better things will be, right? So, oh, the moon ornament's a separate thing. It's over there on the right. And it looks like it's not affected by my aiming. It's a random target on its own. You do have a dash, as these games usually have as well. So that's worth keeping in mind. And some of these little creatures are just hilarious to me. Okay, so I guess you can have 5 of the things that are in a square, and then these things are in addition. Okay. Let's go ahead and just grab the Ancestral Stone. Yeah, that does go over there like I assumed. Okay. Grab some luck again. I'm just gonna probably alternate between dexterity and luck over and over again. Get our crit chance up and our attack speed up and just start raining arrows upon our enemies. Well, you're still learning, so a little bit of help's kind of expected. The important thing is you got through it. Let's see. Unstable Core. Let out a burst of electricity that damages all nearby enemies in an area near the player. Dinosaur Spawn, get 5 more crit damage, or Bladefall 1. Summon a sword that follows you and fire it towards your target direction. Let's have a flying sword. That sounds like fun. Let's go ahead and get our luck pushed up a little bit more. I know I said I was going to alternate, but let's bring that up to pace a little bit more. Oh, that's neat, actually. When the sword's following me, it hits enemies that are behind me. It also is an item again, so I can use that. That happens, honestly, a lot. Or at least it's happened to me a lot, where I'll think I overshot my mark on something, and the answer was actually still right in front of me. Keep increasing our attack speed. I was not expecting a second herd of spike balls to go back the other way. Okay, looks like we're not invincible when we're dashing, so that's worth keeping in mind. Keep getting more quick draw. There we go. Now that there's more parity between our luck and our dexterity, now we'll go back to alternating. The clever play with the sword almost seems to be, rather than using the sword properly, like shooting it forward, it's actually better if I just spin it around me. Let's reroll this. There we go. Increase projectiles. Because you know what's better than one arrow? 2 arrows. Keep him there. There we go. At least a few of those arrows landed on him. Ooh, common experience large was like 280. Ooh, decreased cooldown by 15% as well. Very good. So far, the crit rate growth doesn't seem to be that great. That's like the biggest downside so far I'm seeing here. Damage by 15 or even more attack speed. Even more attack speed. It's like our attack speed's grown to 20, but hitting 18 luck, we still only have 7 crit chance, which is a little sad. There must be some other way to increase that at a faster rate than just putting points into luck. That's a lot of charges. Let's just not be in the middle of that. Ooh, loot box. Okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. We got 5 Cuprium ore, and we randomly got the lightning ball that we saw before. And 150 coins. Hooray. Now we gotta get at it before we die. Oh, interesting. The unstable... Okay, that's actually really good. I like that. Because what it did is it gave me something I didn't already have from the chest, but it didn't force it on me. It dropped it on the ground so I could choose whether to take it or not. That's actually really good. Because this doesn't really fit the setup I have here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and skip it. Let's actually get some cooldown reduction, because I'm wondering if the cooldown reduction is holding back our attack speed at this point. "50% attack speed, though. Our attack speed must be so high at this point. Even more Cuprium ore. Don't even know what that is for, but it's ore, so I probably want it. Yeah, go ahead and increase our advanced archery. Yeah, our attack speed's up to 28. Let's go ahead and just keep getting some more patience, then. The thing is, though, if attack speed doesn't make us attack faster, what does attack speed actually do, then? Or is there, like, a separation where... physical moves are attack speed and magic moves are cooldown. Oh yeah, actually it says right there. This one's attack speed based, this one's cooldown based. So yeah, I'm actually hitting the nail on the head there then. It's a little dangerous being in this confined space with this giant monster, gotta say. It's not the best situation we could be in. Yep. A little bit of a visibility issue there too, because he was behind that wall. And that was kind of loud. That doesn't seem like it fully respected my audio balancing. But that's fine. So we did okay for early on. I would say that's solid enough. We did get some ore, which may or may not do something. Ooh. What are you looking at? Whoa! Where did you come from? None of your business. Very good. Love that for you. Didn't know you could do that. Let's try it out. This seems like a bad idea. Let's try it. You hovered your hand into the mechanism. The device responds. Warp point activated. Ah. So now we have a warp point. What that does for me? Good question. Let's go ahead and go back to the warrior for a little bit. This way you get to see both of them in action. I almost thought we had unlocked another character because the silhouette very much matches the wizard that we were just speaking to. But I presume I have to do more before that happens. And now they're hanging out down here by the fire. This really pisses me off. Why do I have to go to this forsaken wasteland again? My back hurts, my body hurts, everything hurts. Whose fault is it that I have to suffer again? You. What are you looking at, punk? I'm looking at you. Weirdo. I'm Ridrick. Nice to meet you, weirdo. Are you stupid or something? I told you my name's Ridrick. You sure are a funny one, weirdo. It's Mildred, you dumb fool. Mildred! To be fair, you never said your name. You only said the word weirdo. So, of course, Bucket Brain over here didn't really get the idea that you were being funny. Okay, weirdo. There we go. Now we've unlocked Mildred the Mage. Which, depending on how long the Ridrick run goes, we may or may not end up getting to see. There's the goddess just kind of hanging out up here. Goodbye. I'll do what I can. You're sad, I understand. Ah, there we go. Activate this warp point. We can use that to go back up to the room portal, which is here for some reason. Presumably a reason that will make sense later. Community board. Okay. Quests and bounties are not here yet. Level rewards, we don't have any. Actually, hang on. Let me activate this portal first. I did not mean to talk to you, Orin, but thank you. How does it feel to be alive again? Amazing, right? Is that what you mean by retrieval? Yeah, you don't have to worry about dying here. Our goddess takes care of everyone. Although, I do take a bit of gold for my commission whenever I do. So if you don't want to lose a bit of gold, you can always take the lift back up if you think you're in danger. That's pretty convenient. Maybe I should try dying again. Oi, don't do it on purpose. In any case, let me know if you have any questions. What do you want? Let's see what you're made of. Oh, so you can get, like, extra starting stats. Food gain? No, I can't afford training anyway, it's 300. Never mind. Too poor to trade. Anyway, I wanted this. There we go. And then the old man had to butt in on it. But, you know, admittedly, my fault for not noticing the fact that there was a thing on his head when I was cycling. but still. Go ahead and go back to mouse targeting. Because when I was doing this run in testing, trying to walk towards enemies to attack them was problematic at best. It was very much just getting me in trouble. Admittedly, I also threw that run on purpose rather quickly. 3 natural defense, shout with confidence to boost attack by 8, or decrease my slash cooldown. Obviously, we're gonna swing faster. And we'll just go for some strength otherwise. His attack speed seems to be only partially effective, so I'd rather try a different angle here. We shouldn't really need to worry about pickup range too much at the moment. We'll just take the Shining Diamond for more defense. Just keep raising our strength. Everything I hit will explode. There we go. Ooh, 5% chance to make an extra slash. I'm assuming that'll increase over time to be higher and higher chances. Potentially higher and higher amounts of slashes, too. And eventually we could just dice up the whole screen before we even knew what happened. No, none of these are suitable to my plans. Sure, we'll take some speed, I guess. I'm gonna need to be able to move around a little bit at least, since we are melee. I'm purposely trying to avoid anything that's magic damage this time, because we're gonna be going primarily strength, so magic damage ain't gonna be the one, you know? It's interesting how some of the enemies just disappear sometimes. Ooh. Both of these sound like fun. Spawn a spinning top that bounces across the screen and does physical damage to enemies. Or the Pale Wish summons buzzsaws that travel in an atom molecule pattern around the player and deal physical damage on its path. The top would be the funnier one, but let's take the buzzsaws. That travels a bit further away from me than I thought. I thought it was gonna be a much closer atom pattern than that. But hard to argue with the quantity of enemies it's chopping through for me. Helping keep the numbers under control a little bit. No, try again. Nope. Okay, it doesn't re-roll it when I banish it. Guess we'll take Battle Shout then for the physical damage increase. Let's see, I knew it was an active ability that boosts damage, that's why I'm like, eh. If it was a passive, I would have taken it in a heartbeat, but having that be just a temporary active boost is going to make me think I'm going to be able to kill something and then I won't be able to. And it will throw me under the bus so hard. I do like that they have the experience balls merging as well. Very good on keeping things optimized. Because otherwise, if you've got a build that is attacking too far out from yourself, you could easily end up making just a massive mess around the screen. And then the game just grinds to a halt. Grab a little bit of attack speed. Though his dexterity is definitely not his strong suit. There we go, just a base increase slash... No, I have that right. I had a moment there where I was like, wait, did that say that it was cooldown based? But no, it is actually attack speed based. We'll round our dexterity off to 10, get a little bit more agility. Ow, 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 ow. Good thing we have a lot of health. So when I just keep walking into attacks like that, I'm assuming that red slash was from Grit. There we go, now we can get the spinning top as well. Ah, this guy hurts a lot. Which shouldn't really be a surprise. He's huge. Get impatient. Increase your chance to make another slash by 12%. Why is that impacted by cooldown reduction? I guess the cooldown reduction decreases the time between it activating, question mark? Which sounds like a stupid statement, but some of you out there I'm sure understand what I mean with that. And if you don't, well, it makes sense, just don't worry about it. Just some ore again. And some money. Which we have established that the money is important, because that gets me training. So I can upgrade my Pale Wish to do more damage, get the blade, or get regeneration. Let's make the Buzzsaw hit harder. I don't think we really need intelligence, but I just don't like the idea of having any stat under 5. Just doesn't look good to me. There we go. Keep increasing the extra swing chance, though the 2 more blades would have been very nice as well. Round our vitality up to 10. Because we're going to start getting into more dangerous territory here now. I do wonder why they leave the chests just around. You would think those would disappear when they're used. Yeah, no, that volume is still just across the board a little high. And just slide that down just a touch more. Because I realized I was pushing to talk over it a little bit, and it's just like, let's not have to push then, shall we? And at the end of the day, the one downside to this genre is all the sounds do get very repetitive quickly anyway, so lowering that is never that big a deal. Have I found any? Nope, I still only just have ore. I wonder if maybe you have to have somebody make gear for you then, and it just doesn't drop. Hard to say still. We haven't played this long enough to determine much of anything. Yep, locked in again. That's fine. They're locked in here with me. Ooh, learn advanced slash and increase the size of your projectile. I was very tempted by the 2 more tops, I gotta say, but better slashing, since that's our main focus, is probably a good idea. Because right now we don't exactly clear our immediate vicinity too well. Ooh, Frenzy. Exceed your limits and let out a flurry of wave slashes in all directions. That's an R button move. Okay, so that's, I guess, his ultimate move then. I don't know what this 3 over his head over here means still. Maybe that's available stat points. Because I've always noticed it when this screen is up, so that's probably what it is. Yeah, because it's gone as soon as I did that. You know, I don't know what I expected, but, yeah, that worked. Now, purple box. I mean, it's got, like, purple spotlights. Worn out staff epic. And 2 other artifacts. And enough money for training by itself. Ah, so this is actually equipment. So 9 magic damage and cooldown reduction. An upgrade for our Pale Wish and, stone. Skip the Space Rock. Grab the Pale Wish upgrade so we have 2 more saws. There we go. Can you even equip this? Now he can hunt. Kind of figured since it was a staff that the warrior wouldn't be able to equip it, but I figured may as well check. Convenient that we found a staff right before we're going to be trying out the mage. Assuming I don't last until the hour mark with just this. There we go, let's increase our spinning tops now. There's every world in which this build actually lasts long enough. So far, we're pretty safe. Go ahead and increase our battle shout duration, I guess. We do have a few things that are cooldown based, so I guess let's get our patience up a bit as well. The way experience objects can get pulled away from you by them merging, though, they may want to work on that a little bit. Unless that's on purpose, which it could be on purpose. Go ahead and take Blade Fall because I don't want the other options. Round that up, round that up. Go. Just keep working our way through everything here. Ah! That's everything exploding. I hate it here. What's in the box? Shield. Hey, that's something we can actually use, and it's 4 health and 4 defense for free. You'll love to see it. And just slap that in our offhand. We actually have more than doubled our defense because of that, so that's good news. We have so many more demos to get to. Yes, 25% chance of extra slash. Yes, yes, yes. Raising our patience. Oh, they are getting real aggressive. Oh, no wonder there's a super pig. Well, this kind of works, because this might mean that this run ends here. Because we've suddenly started taking way more damage. This thing is tanky. Get back here. Ow, suddenly I have 3 health left. Maybe I didn't want him to get back here. Maybe that was not the answer I wanted. There we go. That super remains a little loud, but it works. It's interesting that I saw a photo of an enemy in there. I don't know what that was gonna do. But we did get a sword we can use now as well. Things are looking up. We start diamond, I guess. Grab a little bit of agility to make up for the fact that I didn't take the speed boots. Crimson Chalice. Summon 3 fireballs that deal magic damage to enemies on hit. Nah. So we've got a sword and a shield. 10 physical damage, though, is really nice, considering... Oh, and we get a magnet effect when we defeat those, I guess, so that's good. Larger saw blades. So many boars. Wait, there's an icon this way. Yeah, and it is moving, so that is, like, somebody on the map. Let's go see what that is. We're gonna be leaving a bunch of stuff behind, I know, but it'll be fine. Hello, cat. No, no, no. This is bad. Where could you been gone? Didn't be. Gua, you surprised me there, adventurer. It's dangerous here, no? Meet me back at the horizon's end, and let's talk there. Well, we found an NPC. I presume they'll make gear for us based on the apron and the hammer and everything. They might modify it, they might make it. Hard to say. We'll find out when we get home. How do I turn auto attack, auto aiming back on again? I forgot. Is it alt? It's alt. With the amount of things happening now, I'm just gonna let auto-aiming do the job for me a bit. So I think I'm auto-aiming. Let me remind myself. Or I can't. Okay, never mind. We'll just stick to manually aiming then. Also, the fact that they spawned a maze around me upsets me greatly. Never mind. No longer my problem, I guess. End run. Definitely more successful than the Archer run, but that's partially because we're learning. Oh ho ho! I see the vision. This looks like the perfect place to set up a shop. There, looks cozy enough for me. Setting up shop near the edge of the abyss sounds a bit dangerous, but it actually doubles as a security measure. I truly am a genius. Ho ho ho. What's this? My first customer. Welcome to Gil's Emporium. Just what I needed. What do you got, Pops? New NPC unlocked. Gil the Merchant. Hooray. And also, we've unlocked the cat. Yeah, you're here. And hello, my name is Wilson, yeah. Horizon's End resident catsmith. If you need anything, Smith, let me know. What was I doing in the outer lair, now? No, I was looking for my brother, Yubanyan. Will you look for him in my stead? So I just need to find another big cat, right? Yes. Alright, I'm on it. There we go, we have Wilson the blacksmith now as well. Meowdy adventurer, what can I do for you today? Are you ready to smith with the cat Smith? Ah, so this involves combining items to make something else. Then no, I'm not ready to smith with you. Because you do not do what I was hoping you would do. So I guess the Emporium is what I want then, which is somewhere. That is the one downside to the way those spawned in, is I have no context for where Gil is. We were there and then suddenly we were somewhere else. But he's at the edge of the abyss somewhere, so he's gotta be like over here probably. Yep, there he is. Welcome to Gil's Emporium. Trinkets, artifacts, equipment, weapons, consumables, and costumes. Everything's up for sale. Oh ho ho, what about the carpet? Except that. Got anything you need? So yeah, we can buy gear here. Okay. This way, things can get filled out. Ah, so the cards have effects. Neat. So like the mini boss Oberk card here would make us 20% larger but have 5% more health. The elite version makes our projectiles larger, and the little orb dude shrinks us by 10%. So that's cool. Everybody can wear pants. They don't seem to do anything, so I don't know why I would buy them. Am I hearing things? I might be hearing things. Best not to worry about it. Probably just how I'm moving in my chair made a weird noise. I don't know why these don't seem to have anything listed on them. And that also looks to be nothing but classes we don't have. Because I'm assuming that's Priest, Paladin, Scholar, and Sage, or something along those lines. But maybe they gain a description when you buy them. Like they'll roll effects for what a common item of that type would have. That would make a degree of sense. But based on the amount of items available for various classes, I have to assume at least one representative of each of these pools of classes exists. So that's cool. Like, I would assume, like, the first version of each of them, probably. So, like, the rogue. We already have the archer. A priest, then, would be available, too, potentially. Since there's two different priest things. So let's try buying a worn-out armor and see what happens. Yeah, worn cut armor. Yeah, see, it rolls its stats afterwards. Okay. We'll go ahead and activate this portal as well. Well, you know, things just have their way of getting around. Relics have to be everywhere, after all. Okay, so I guess... yeah, Upper East would be where we are. Gotta try and be the closest to where the character swap is. So, why don't I just swap characters using this button? It's almost like I can just do that. There we go. Ah, but since that was specifically in his inventory, didn't carry over, I had to put it in the box. That's fine. Mildred will... actually, no, we will go grab the staff at the very least. Because it'd be very silly not to at least use the staff we found. There we go. Those over, and then we'll pick them up with the other one. To a certain degree, it's a little silly to have to do this, but a combined inventory would also have its own complications, so it's fine. I did not say to open the box again, I said to open the inventory. There we go, a little bit of health, a bit of magic damage. Down the hole we go for the last run of this demo. Then it'll be off to the next one. Yeah, it's another Survivor's game. It's another Bullet Heaven. At least this one is. Obviously, the game before it wasn't. Sure, we'll grab Mind Blast and see what that does. Just crank the intelligence. I've completely forgotten how to turn auto-aim back on, or I would probably turn it on for this setup. But it's fine. In your particular case, we'll take things like the Freedom Spirits and such, because you're going to actually be using magic damage. So this is going to be projectiles everywhere, the build. Ooh, cooldown reduction naturally, very good. Let's just get more attacks right now, and then we'll get the cooldown reduction in a minute. We can also just do what I just did there, which was raising our patience to decrease our cooldowns anyway. Had a very specific angle where Mildred was just whipping back and forth for some reason. Ooh, double cast. Yes, please. Didn't even read what anything else was. Double cast immediately sold me. Doesn't look like there's anything else around us yet. So I'm assuming since the cat blacksmith spawned as an icon all the way up there, or that it'll likely show me if anything else spawns on the map for me to go to. So we can just kind of hang out here, or until something happens. This way we're not throwing experience orbs all over the map uselessly. Yeah, if you're at all interested in the game, either wait a few minutes and I will hit !NextFest to pop up the link, or you can hit edit command yourselves to get the store page for this demo immediately in front of you. Ooh, is this something, or is this just, like, decorative? Increase the permafrost projectiles. That seems fine. That cooldown reduction moving. Nope, this is just decorative. Oh, wait, no. I had to find the specific spot. An old structure that has 2 slots on each side. Each slot has a button beside it. Ah, so you can upgrade a relic this way. You're asking the wrong guy that question because I've not had any of these runs last long enough to hit the cap. You will have to either ask the developers or find out for yourself. I have not encountered any specific cap. Okay, it's not combining them, you just upgrade one completely. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the Freedom Spirit then. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to, like, sacrifice one to upgrade it, but I'm assuming Relic Fusion is... you would combine them to make something else. Structure doesn't respond anymore. Yeah, it's about as expected. Yeah, we've only done 2 short runs before this because we've only been playing this one for now 50 minutes, so... there's a lot of things I'm not going to be able to answer for you about this one. Such is the nature of blindly playing demos, after all. Ah, sure, cooldown reduction is fine. As it is, unless something goes horribly wrong, I'm probably gonna have to cut the Mildred run short to keep within my hour time limit per demo. Because we have a lot of demos to get to. Oh, that's what the magnet looks like. Okay, I must have just had it land on me when we had the other one. Sure, go ahead and grab the space rock. Go ahead and put our intelligence to 30. Get another double cast upgrade. Great Mind Blast, because why not? Keep raising that cooldown reduction. And what's in the box? Pair of knives. Incredible. Knives that do absolutely nothing for us because we are not a rogue, an assassin, a saboteur, or whatever this is. Disruptor, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of options for what that could mean. Like, Sap being saboteur would make the most sense. This for somebody who uses knives. Just don't have a great answer for the other ones that are guaranteed. Like, assassin was blatant. Like, I don't see any reason why that would be anything else. You know, I was gonna comment on what the next game was gonna be, and I just realized now that I'm sitting here thinking, I don't remember what the next one's going to be. I have them laid out on the desktop in a particular order, but I can't see the desktop right now. You come across a sinister-looking structure. Sacrifice 30% health for something? Sure, why not? The Abyss takes what you're willing to give. Ow? An equivalent exchange, so I get a bunch of gold in exchange for my health, I guess. You know what? That works for me. I can live with that. And there's another one of those shrines right there. Which, since I'm not really trying to survive this run, sure, let's go ahead and just eat more damage. I think I dodged some of the shrine's damage because I saw a dodge pop up during that. Sure, let's get Mana Shield at this point. That seems like a good idea. There's that reflex of trying to keep myself alive kicking in regardless of what my intentions are. Ooh, golden box. I'm assuming that's like a legendary level. Oh yeah, there's orange items in there. Wow, 5 things too. Look at that. And okay, we got 2 pairs of legendary boots. Which one is just flat superior to the other. Love that for me. That is the best news we could have had. You can use your life force to surpass your mana's limitations and cast 10 explosions randomly in a large area. Okay. Sounds good to me. Now I need to collect all of these things that they scattered around the field. Master double cast. I'm assuming based on it being called Master double cast that might be the end of its upgrades. See, that's what quitters do, yeah. 90% of Relic Hunters are quitters. You keep hitting those gold boxes until you can't carry anymore, and then you hit another one. That's how you really win. Ooh, upgrade Fireball into Blaze Ball that can pass through enemies and explode on contact. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and during a run, I can just go ahead and slap these shoes on too, so just boop. Suddenly we have more health and defense than we had before. Hooray. So you could probably carry like multiple gear sets on hand in case you end up with a build that doesn't work for the items you're wearing. You just swap to another set of items. No, come back, experience ball. I need you. This build does have the potential to really last. What if I keep sacrificing my health? Money! Like, technically, because of things like the shield and such, I could probably get away with risking, like, 90% of my health. And it would be totally fine. Especially since most of the time when things start to get near me, my Mind Blast goes off and they just get deleted. You come across an ominous structure towering menacingly. The bottom part looks like it can be pressed. The abyss has taken its toll. 139 gold lost. Sad. Sad days. The random shrine told me to go to hell. Oh god, so many boars. Ah! No. Nope. 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 Oh, Jesus. Why? Okay. There it is. I could have actually dashed away from that at any time, but it was funnier to let that happen. That run, though, had the potential to go further than the warrior did. But we are about at the hour mark for this demo. Oh, there's the priest. Do you have what I want or not? Don't worry, it's here. Everything is discreet, just how you like it. Good. Remember who you're working for, you dirty priest. Where there's light, there's also shadows. We all have our dirty secrets, don't we? It's just a matter of who we share them with. Whatever. Meet me at that place next. I need to perform the next ritual. Understood. What's up? Who are you talking to? Nothing to be concerned about. I'm just talking to shadows lurking in the dark. I know you're up to no good, you shady priest. You and me both. Well, I guess that unlocks the priest, probably. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Yep. Not yet, Baguette. No, I guess not. Can't actually become a priest yet. And yeah, you can see there's an obvious